It is something I would never, ever would have thought to have bought when we go traveling.
Hi Explorers, Morgan and
Chris here, documenting our journey to full-time family travel.
This week we decided to come up with a new idea for you because our families keep asking what to get us for the holidays.
What do you even want for Christmas?
We're working towards full-time family travel, so we don't want to pack a bunch of things that we don't need, and we want to make sure that everything we do take with us has a meaning or a purpose. So we reached out to some of our favorite families that travel full-time or travel often to ask them what they have to pack in their bags to give you some great ideas.
So we've compiled the top 10 travel gift ideas for travelers by travelers.
Number 1, packing cubes.
Now, we found this family, the jet-setting family, when we were first looking at getting into traveling on a podcast. And they got back to us with that number 1 item that they would take with them, which is packing cubes.
They travel full-time with their kids, and for them to be able to pack all of their belongings into different compartments instead of shoving it all in a suitcase, they said is far more efficient. So we are definitely going to take that one and run with it.
Number 2, a baby carrier.
This one comes to us from our friends and fellow Michiganders and travel family, the Fun Employed family. They have a beautiful little girl named Lisa who's 3, and they use the Lilla baby carrier, and they highly recommended it because they've been using it ever since she was born, and she's 3 and they're still able to use it. And for families that travel often, strollers usually are hard to lug around, so baby carriers are awesome. Number 3, silk cocoon sleep sacks.
And this comes from our good friends Monroe & Co., who are a travel family based out of Canada. And I had never heard of this item until we reached out to this family.
They often blog about more luxury stays, so it makes a whole lot of sense because it's really portable, it doesn't take up a lot of space, but it does give you that touch of luxury regardless of where you're staying.
Number 4, folding booster seat.
Wild Kids Wander are based out of Pennsylvania. They've become really good friends of ours on Pennsylvania. They're constantly going on road trips, really awesome road trips. And they use these car seats and they're amazing. I'd never even heard of them before I reached out, so I'm so glad I did because we're gonna absolutely have to get some. They're super safe. It's amazing. They take up very little space and they're actually tested and safe. Number 5, a travel pillow.
Now this comes from fellow YouTubers G3 Travels, and they are based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and they travel all the time with their son George, and they recommended the TRTL travel pillow.
And they don't just travel here and there for road trips, they travel internationally far and wide all the time. So this one I totally trust them on, and they did a really great vlog that you'll have to check out about surviving a 15-hour flight in economy with their son George. It was a good one.
Number 6, compression socks.
This is one I would have never even thought about, but I completely trust because it comes to us from Counting Countries. If you don't know who they are, you'll have to check them out because we are so inspired by them. They are, as a couple, Chloe and Jordan, going to every single country in the world in the fastest time possible to try to break the Guinness Book of World Records. It's super epic. Number 7, noise-canceling headphones.
Yes. Now this one also comes from Counting Countries from Jordan, and I can 100% appreciate this item because when you're on a plane or a train or you just hear a bunch of noisy kids and you need to zone out and get some editing done, they are essential. Number 8, a backpack with a water bag inside.
This comes to us from PackYourBag.org, a really inspirational family, expat family. They used to live in Canada and now they live in France, and they travel around all the time. They talk to us about how important it is, especially when you're on the go, just to have that water supply, to not have to stop, not have to search for it, but to keep adventuring. Number 9, a carbon monoxide detector.
Now this tip comes from our friend Erin's Traveling, and it is something I would never ever would have thought to have bought when we go traveling. A carbon monoxide detector, which I now know is essential.
Yeah, Erin lived in Mexico for a while. She traveled a lot and lived in Mexico and really realized that this is a severe problem because when you're staying in hostels or Airbnbs or even sometimes when you're doing house stays, it is not always guaranteed that you're going to have those kind of features. You're not always going to have a carbon monoxide detector, and it really could save your life.
Number 10, the item that we all want, I want, a drone.
And 2 of our good friends too. Always an Adventure with Kids have a really great recommendation, as well as some of our other friends. But first we're gonna let you see what they recommend. They're a family out of Michigan that moved to New Zealand and they travel everywhere, and I love their footage, so check it out.
We are Always an Adventure with Kids. Thank you to our Michigan friends. Morgan, Chris, Jonah, and Jude for inviting us to share with you a favorite travel item that you could give as a Christmas gift. So we are gonna start with our drone.
Yeah, that's right. So we have a DJI Mavic Pro, and this is our favorite drone we've ever used. We've had 3 drones, so this is the best one so far. It's pretty cool. It's like a transformer. It turns into a big drone from a little drone. And we've taken this guy around the world, and it's worked great. We've even crashed it into the middle of an active volcano.
What's really neat about the drone is it gives you a whole new perspective of where you are, because you can fly the drone high in the air and you can get a bird's eye view of some of the places that you're traveling.
Now this one is about 3 or 4 years old, and I would recommend buying the new one, the Mavic Mini, which is it's way smaller than this, and even more portable and cheaper. So that is the one that we are gonna buy, right?
Yes, for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our Christmas gift.
Christmas gift for me.
And if you're looking for a slightly more affordable option, our good friends Rats World, who travel between the UK, Saudi Arabia, and the Philippines, recommended the Parrot Anafi drone.
Hi, Morgan and Chris. My name is Miras from Raps World Travel, and this is the one thing we can't forget to take when we are going on holiday. So this is Anafi Parrot drone. So we can't wait to show you some pictures when we go back to the Philippines soon.
Explorers, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you found this really helpful. In the description below, you'll find links to all of the items that we discussed. And full disclosure, some of them are affiliate links, so for no additional charge to you, we get a small percentage, so we can put that right back into creating more amazing videos for travelers and the travel community. And if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do so, and ring that bell.
And if you like this video, please smash that like button and let us know in the comments down below what item will you be purchasing for yourself or for that special traveler in your life.
See you next week.
Adios.
Follow
Hi,
us
Santa.
to the tree banner. Tens of thousands of people are gathering at Capitol and Michigan Avenue.
Vacuuming, and the top of a Christmas tree, a fake Christmas tree, came down on my eyeball.
Arr, that'd be painful.
Sure was.